Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the second episode of Princess Principal. Because of technical difficulties, I've had to redo this intro several times, so I just want to get into it, you know. So let's just do that. 3, 2, 1, play. We're at the school. Transfer students. Is that Anju? I think it is. She looks a little bit different, but humble upbringing. Just asking to get bullied in a fancy school like this. Well, they seem nice enough, though. Maybe not. The colony. Okay. Definitely seems different, though. Yeah, very different personality. It's not sure what to make of that. I guess she goes through a lot in the show. But, you know, they don't seem to mind any of it. But yeah, that is the same girl though, right? Like, yeah, Anj Lekana, however you pronounce that. So yeah, that's definitely different sort of character. Like, it's gotta be the same person, of course, but just let's just say that I'm very interested to see what experiences she goes through and through these episodes to get to that point. To be the Black Lizard Planet girl that just lies all the time. Just very curious. So, if she's a transfer student, then I guess we'll kind of see things will kind of open up through her eyes. Like, she'll be the source where we get new information from, I guess. Like, as people explain things to her, it'll be explanations for the audience. I guess that's kind of what we're going for here. That's just so hideous, terrifying. That thing just going down like that. With its mouth open. Just... I hate it. I was also curious how long if she did have a different personality when she showed up, and curious how long she'll keep it. Changeling. So, but the other possibility is that she's just pretending. But if so, she did very well. Because she is a liar, so... Warships. If she could fake that well, that is impressive. Operation Changeling. Yeah, there's Dorothy. Okay. So they know each other or meeting each other, one of the two. Making contact, you know. Wow, when she said she was going up, she wasn't kidding. So yeah, there was just a straight up cover then. Okay, that's fine as well. Which I did consider that possibility as well. I just like my other idea better. You know, like a Homura sort of thing. "20-year-old and old hag hiding in the school." They're interrupting our spy meeting. Smoking, yeah, you definitely are doing a great job just blending in as a high schooler. You know. Wow, just why though? I guess it had to be an excuse for why she was on the roof, I guess. Princess of Air. Indeed. But yeah, the princess does seem to be part of our group as well in episode 1, so... That's Beatrice? Yeah, Beatrice. I see that she is important in a way. I know, right? So just straight up trying to capture the princess. That's the tools they need. Okay, that was a very brief meeting, I guess. We got them. Fancy dinner party. What better place for an operation? She very much is. What's going to be happening? Spies. Ha, I got that right. Yep, and Anji definitely's got that nailed down. So what are we gonna say? What's gonna be our lie? Oh, slipped or something. Just wish I could do that, just so subtly handing the paper over. Okay. More paper delivery. Alright. Yeah, I gotta dispose of it, of course. Nah. They cut that really close to like they said. I mean, just... We were almost there. Taking drugs at the party. Not cool. I like the direct approach so far. It's like, yes, who are you? Well, what do you want to know? Just I'll tell you my life secrets. You are being fairly bold. No, he's not even captured. She's pretty cute though. Yeah, unfortunate. I see. Not good. And 10 minutes went by quickly. I guess it does make things a bit easier. Wow, she just hides pills in there. Yeah, we're not gonna kill anybody if we don't have to. Could bribe her with pills. It might work. Oh wow. Your princess is always a top priority. Huh, that is bold. Okay, let's see that. I'm sure. I had this non-suspicious drink for you, princess. Would you like to drink it? Please? Quickly? I'm on a bit of a timetable. I'm a transfer student. We probably don't know each other. Yeah, of course. She does play this role well. Are you? I don't think I believe that. I think you're just trying to push her away. Huh. We're complete opposites. That means she's true to herself? And not a liar? But okay, we got through her wall of London, you know, in our hearts. So now, again, I had this... Oh, yeah, I don't think that was actually an accident at all. Okay. We gotta get that dress off of you pronto. Yeah, you know, a place where we could be away from any witnesses, you know? Any place like that. Oh, yeah, she did take it off, so... Can I keep this dress at home as a memento? A family heirloom, if you will. It is a big stain. Okay. Well... So yeah, very much... So she just straight up pretending to be the princess? Is that what's happening? Wow, that's slick then. Man, just straight up spy shenanigans here. Operation Changeling, yeah, I guess that title makes sense now. I was kind of wondering about that. So there you go. And with her acting skills, I'm confident she could pull this off. I need my asylum. Yeah, she is really pretty. Yes, I am the princess. I am back. What did I miss? You know, royal things let's talk about. Yeah, you may not have said yes to a regular girl, but to me, the princess, you would certainly say yes. You don't pass up the opportunity to dance with a princess. Some life advice for you there. Yeah, I didn't think she was. She didn't really come across that way. Childhood friends, wife, okay, that's nice. Just salty she didn't get the dance. Because, you know, he is her type after all. What now? Doing some lie detecting or just medical like diagnosis? Uh, Man, she really is good, isn't she? Beatrice, I want my dress. I'm tired of sitting here naked. Can I borrow your dress? Huh, interesting question. That would be the obvious answer. Okay. She's got a thing for liars. I guess that explains why she joins up with us. I wouldn't have known that. But I do remember him saying that. That's a good thing, not being not a lot of people. Okay. Yeah, I need that key. Good point. If I steal it from you, they can't steal it from you. Can't argue with that. I wouldn't do that. I'm the princess. You know, who's totally my father. It's just the animation of the dancing. It's kind of funny. I bet. I know I would. Now about that key. Yep, I knew it. Knew that's when the transfer would happen. Gotta do these things subtly. Yep, and it's also only been partially worn. Oh wow, the 3D is real. Just that wall. That was a very interesting shot. Why you stole my dress? So she does... I had a feeling she might know more than she's letting on. I'm not a spy. Why would you even think that? Yeah, the mask is off. Poor Beatrice out of the loop. Yeah, we're talking about spies and stuff. Just shush, shush. Secret, quiet discussions. Ah, man, that door. It's so cool. So steampunk. Wow. Yeah, I was about to say, I think she's like fourth in line, if I remember from the MyAnimeLIst, her character page. Oh, so that's her thing. So that's why she joins with us, okay. Alright, I guess that's kind of what that question before was implying. Or rather, her answer to it. Yeah, just talk to your higher-ups then. Because the princess is a good ally, even if it's fourth in line. Yeah, I mean, we did kind of expose her, in a sense, so it'd only be fair. And wore her dress on top of that. And stole her identity, more importantly. You can touch me. Is that the Duke himself? Because it is about time for him to show up. He does have a bit of a presence to him. The Duke of Normandy, okay. Yes, he also lost his key. By the way, he just dropped it somewhere. Alright. Oh, damn. So much for that idea. Jeez. Ugh. He looked like such a trustworthy individual too. What even was that? Like a little ring gun? that was cool. A cool thing he had. But just murder that poor man. Okay, or severely injure that old man. The key's missing. Yeah, but who? There's no spies here or anything, so... Yeah, just got a bit of a closed room case now. Oh, a body check. The best of jobs. So hopefully we can hide that key somewhere good. I know girls do have a secret pocket or two, but... It's okay, Beatrice. I mean, what are you gonna do anyway? Like, the shortest one here by a lot. Yeah, I was actually thinking that too. They probably wouldn't do that to the princess. For several reasons. So... But since things aren't chronological, we already kind of knew she would be on board. At some point. I just love all the subtle signaling and communications and stuff, and there's just these types of shows. It's just so impressive what they can come up with. So yeah, they were A and D, I thought so. Yeah, they just gotta complicate things. Yeah, we worked hard for that key, we need to keep this key. Yes. I was suspicious when you took my dress and wore it, you know. Someone's confidence. Yeah. She clearly is not gonna save her deal right now. Secrets gotta be kept. Oh, that curtain. Man, some of these shots. Charlotte, the princess. I haven't really commented on it, but they all look really lovely in their dresses. It's because they're spies. But you're not supposed to know that, though. Just the smile. I would never suspect them as being spies. They're so cute. But you can't make an exception for the princess, right? Because I think we're banking on that. Oh, let's not do that. Excuse me, I just want to go touch you. But that thing in her hands, that could be a problem, right? There's the chime. So, yeah, princess, do something. Gonna take it. Yeah, there we go. I guess that thing was a real problem. You can't really hide that in your secret pocket. Yes, my friends are super trustworthy. Just... It's also just very impressive being able to fake a personality like that when you need to. Is it? Huh. Okay. That... Oh, wait, what? Wait, what? I'm a little confused. But if that's what I think it is, that's a very interesting development. Never a dull moment in this show. Things are always moving. That was a bit of a bomb they dropped at the end there. I was following the episode so well until then. So, is there going to be a stinger? I can't remember if this show has those. No. Okay, well, that was a terrible time for a cough. That was the second episode of Princess Principal. And this episode, yeah, we're going back a little bit because we have Anji just kind of seemingly transferring to the school, but she seems to have already be familiar with Dorothy there. Like, let's see, what was her self-introduction again? I want to go through that one more time. Because, yeah, here she says her name is Anji Lucade from Incognia. I guess it's just spelled differently, but it's because they have the names from MyAnimeLIst over here, and it's definitely spelled very differently, but I think it could definitely be the same name. So it's not like it's a fake name or anything. But yeah, basically humble upbringing. Her grades have been nothing short of excellence, and she's got a scholarship to go to this fancy Queen's Mayfair Academy. So nothing too out of the ordinary there. Just she's not like a rich royal girl or anything. She's just smart. So she was given the privilege to come here. It's kind of the official story here. But yeah, I mean, sometimes characters like that can get bullied, you know. But in this show, everyone in the class seemed to be pretty nice, you know, welcoming. And but this here, when she started to actually give her introduction, like before this was just the teacher introducing her. But when she actually tried to introduce herself, like she just sounds very like nervous and flustered and dropping her glasses. Like I legit thought this was going to be kind of like a Homura thing from Madoka Magica, where a character's personality changes a lot from the beginning to later on because of experiences they went through. But I did kind of keep in the back of my mind the other possibility, which is the one that ended up being correct, which is just that it's all an act and she's already a spy and already working. And I would have liked the other option a little bit better, but this makes plenty of sense with how the show works, so I can't knock it for that, of course, just my personal preferences. And yeah, now that I didn't actually pick up on this before, but yeah, that look Dorothy gives her, I guess that's a very telling look, you know? So because they make contact in the hallway, go to the roof, basically just discuss their operations and stuff. And also it was revealed that she's like 20 years old, you know, Dorothy, you know? So yeah, I can believe that. She does look definitely noticeably older than Anji, for sure. But yeah, this line here, I haven't been able to shake you since the orphanage, but I'm still just as surprised as you are. So yeah, they did know each other from before, so. They said the orphanage. It doesn't actually give us a time frame or anything, but just I guess what matters is that they know each other from before. That's all that really matters. But just her laying there smoking, just I guess that was a way to get them to leave her alone, but she's clearly not accustomed to it. But since pretty early on in the episode, the princess was clearly the target, the focus, because we have them spying on her and stuff with the binoculars. Okay. Called the Princess of Air with no political backing, so not really considered super important by any stretch of the imagination. But as we find out later in the episode, she does supposedly have interest in getting to be higher up in the succession. And they also noticed, you know, Beatrice, but she wasn't important at all. You know, the only real importance she had was that she was friends with the princess, which complicates their goal a little bit, because they do have to capture her. Yeah, they just, how do we capture her? The next thing you see, we like, hey, we need party dresses, because what better place to capture a princess than the party, because there's a lot of people, a lot of noise, and people distracted and stuff like that. So one of the best opportunities, really. And it did seem like a very nice party. Beatrice was with her, of course, because she's like her bestie. The impression I get. They do have their party dresses, which look very nice. And they talked about Operation Changeling and stuff, which made a lot more sense once we got into her dress. But what complicated things a lot was because they kind of went from the capture the princess plan to having to do something with the key, like get the key and stuff. From somebody completely different, like basically two things to do with the same party, so that things were not easy at all. Interrupting Operation Changeling with this new thing, and then we got like half an hour before the Duke arrives, and that's kind of the time limit because as we found out, he shows up and he immediately just shoots the guy. So yeah, we had to do it before he arrived, you know. Yeah, Dorothy tries to convince him to dance with him, but that didn't work at all, surprisingly. Like maybe he knows you're older than you pretend to be. Maybe that's what it was. But yeah, Anji, pretty smart. She actually has a secret compartment where she has dye because apparently there's a lot of situations where that comes in handy. You know, I'll just kind of take her word for that. So she just chats up the princess, accidentally pours a beverage on her, and as usual, her acting is so good that if I didn't know what I know, I would have probably just believed that was genuinely an accident, but because I do know what I know, I was pretty sure it wasn't, and it definitely was not. Just spills it all over her. They go to a secluded back room, takes the dress off, which, you know, that's nice in its own way. And basically she just like, hey, I'll take the dress, I'll clean it, and I'll get it back to you. The thing was that it was much easier to clean the dress than you would think because it was specifically made for that purpose, you know? So she was able to actually wear it herself, get a wig, and then full-on Operation Changeling, you know? She's a princess. And yeah, she looked really good like that, very convincing. And then she ends up dancing with him, you know, talks to him, works things out, gets the key. He slips it to her. And that's basically what we needed. And then over in the other room, we have Beatrice and the real princess talking to each, well, real princess, it's hard to say. But anyway, they talked. She brought up the idea of angels and devils, you know, which one lies, which ones would you really be friends with? And she kind of said she'd want to be with the devil. So that does say a lot about her personality, you know? So, see what else. Yeah, we eventually gave the dress back to her, you know, because we can't just keep it forever. And then the princess basically calls out Anji as being a spy. Like, she's like, yeah, I know you guys are spies. You can't pull one over on me. I was just going along with your stuff because I'm just so nice, you know. So, but Anji didn't initially give up the facade, you know, but the princess kept pushing and she eventually did. Just Beatrice, just like, yeah, Beatrice, quiet, just, we don't talk about these things too loud. So basically we just kind of negotiate a little bit with the princess here to work things out. And that's how we kind of get her on board in our group. And then the Duke of Normandy walks in, just shoots that poor man with his, like, ring gun. Like, let's watch that part again. What exactly was that? Yeah, it just looks like a regular ring. It sounds like a button. I guess it just has a little bit of gunpowder in it. Like, if it's that short of range, it wouldn't have to be anything complicated, like, mechanism-wise. Just kind of like a, you know, it's like a really old-school gun. What would you call it? A flint? I don't know, but just like a little spark in the gunpowder, and that's just all you really need. Doesn't have to be too fancy and to do what it did. So I guess I could believe that could exist. But I feel like it might hurt your own finger to use. I don't know. But yeah, like I said, eventually work things out with the princess. You know, she hides the ball for us. Luckily, he did not come to killing the princess. That would have been pretty unfortunate. And then this scene here, I definitely want to watch again. The Anji and Princess one talking. Okay, so yeah, Control is desperately searching within the organization for the traitor. They can't figure out how you knew we were spies. That's simple, and she holds up a piece of paper. And then we see this scene here, yeah, because it's the one where she's holding the stained dress, and she drops a note in there. So, basically, yeah, she just straight up told her that they were spies right then. But why, though? Can't really read the note, it's just... well, it says, "My dear Anji," so I guess that's the important part. "Yours truly, Charlotte," so... Is that seriously... Are we just trying to say that they, like, switched places a long time ago, and that Anji is really the actual princess? Is that really what we're trying to say here? Because that's pretty crazy. Like, if that's the case, I figured that out pretty much, you know, right after the, you know, right after she said, "Welcome home, Charlotte," you know, I realized, but I just couldn't quite accept that. Like, that was such a big reveal. But she does say, "Welcome home, Charlotte," to, like, the person that supposedly was Charlotte said that to Anji, and now that I actually get to look at the note, it confirms it even more. So that's what it seems like, that they switched places, like, was it 10 years ago? Like, that's just insane. Because she said it's been 10 years, so if they switched, it would have had to have been in that time frame. Because they do have, like, the same eye color and everything, so yeah, that they could. Yeah, because I was actually thinking before that, well, once Anji started cosplaying as Charlotte, I was like, wow, you look great. I mean, you really look like a dead ringer for Charlotte. Like, that's what I was thinking, you know? Like surprisingly, mind-blowingly similar to her. And that makes sense if it's, you know, legit enough where they could do it for real at an extended period of time. Just, that was such a crazy reveal. Like, just, yeah, I don't know. Why do they switch places? I guess we'll maybe talk about that more later. But just, that was a really big twist, honestly. Just, because that would mean that the Anji from episode 1 was the princess, right? So, just, I don't know. That was just so crazy. I need time to digest that, I think, is what it comes down to. But just, wow. But it was the Charlotte that wasn't actually Charlotte was talking about, though, ranking up in the succession, though, right? So, but if that's not actually the princess, just, I don't know, this is so confusing all of a sudden. Things seem so straightforward until that. That throws so much out of whack. I don't know. Like I said, I need to think about this some more, but great episode, though. Definitely. Cool spy work, cool twists, and lying and reveals, and just... And of course, we're building up our little spy group here by adding the princess / Anji to it, you know? And I would assume if she's in the group, that would automatically bring Beatrice with her. And, because yeah, she's obviously part of the group as well, back in episode 1. So, and I think is that our entire little spy group? I'm trying to think. No, there's still Todo Chisa, I think we need to get. Oh, my voice. I think Todo Chisa still needs to join our group at the very least. I remember her from episode 1. She was like the ninja girl. So, anyway, yeah, great stuff for sure. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.